Hey guys, welcome to Wiggin Out Wednesday, where we get wiggy with it, presented by Magic with Martino, and I'm your host, Laura Martino. Y'all done messed up. You bought or restyled your new Cinderella, Tiana, Ariel wig. It comes back after one weekend, and it is looking like trash. If your wigs are coming back looking like trash, I find it comes down to a few wig ruining culprits. So today, we're gonna go over how to stop ruining your wigs. No excuses. Excuse number one, I have too much hair. Okay, so wig prep is super important. If you don't prep your head right to wear the wig, you ain't wearing the wig right. There's lots of ways you can do wig prep, so just find what best suits you. I'm gonna do a whole nother video on it, so I'm not gonna get too in depth. The bullet points are to keep your hair as flat as possible, to have something, either a braid or pin curls along the crown of your head for the wig to grasp onto. Otherwise, if your hair's slick, the wig's gonna slick right off of it. And to keep the bulk of your hair at the nape of your neck. So I do braids because it's quicker for me. I have a lot of hair. You have to have something across the crown to pin into. And then this is all just braided and pinned. A lot of people do pin curls as well. That takes about an hour for me to do, so I do braids. Welcome to my bathroom for step 2 of wig prep. So another thing that people miss a lot in wig prep, we're gonna go over wig prep, but you got to use the gel. And I use the Got to Be Ultra Glued because it works. So you're gonna get all this schnitz gel, and it's gonna feel amazing. Feels really gross. And then you're going to hold up the baby hair and blow dry it. Next, you're gonna put your wig cap on. We're now coming to what I believe is the #1 culprit for your wigs getting ruined. Your performers are using bobby pins to pin this onto their head. They need to be using wig pins. They're often labeled hair pins. You want the kind with the spiky side so it can pierce through the netting, and they come in large and small. They're also called U-pins. If you purchased one of my wigs, you were given 10 of these. So when I take this off, I'm not grabbing at the style. I'm grabbing at the base of the neck and kind of propping it on my hands. Wigs go on front to back. I start it very low on my forehead. I often will dig in the clip right when I get to here. This wig does not have a clip. And then I'm going to slide it back. I do not look good blonde. Okay. So I'm going to use my U-pins. I'm pulling the wig down. I'm using the U-pin. I'm pushing out and going around. So I'm catching the wig and pulling out and around. Do you see that motion with the pin? These are the points of the pin. I'm putting my hand underneath it, and this is going to go through that netting and into the wig. So it keeps it very close to your head. I'm going to pin in the opposite direction that it's going to fall. So if the wig falls this way, we want the U to catch it. I'm going in wherever I want. These are the beauty of these pins. And it hurts. If it doesn't hurt, you're not doing it right. I personally don't like hard fronts for Elsa because you get this gap here. I'm going to try to rectify that a little bit with, again, with my baby U-pins. I'm going to be taking the style, I'm dragging it down, and I'm pinning under the actual netting. I have now transformed into Elsa. So anything blonde makes me just look jaundiced. But this is what I had lying around. It's not my normal Elsa. This was a custom order. So it's a hard front. I usually do a lace front for Elsa, and she wanted it extremely long. So that's why it's different. Using the U-pins, I've tacked the wig down. This is super secure. Let's see what we can do with this. With a properly pinned wig, you could do just about anything.
So even if your performers are doing this, you should be good.
So another excuse I hear a lot is that they have to take the wig off while driving. So the best thing to do in that situation, I do not recommend this because it doesn't take that long to take a wig off, so you really should try not to take it off while driving. And if you do, please do it at a stop sign or a red light. But you need to be prepared. You need a box, you need a wig head and pins, and you need, where is it? A hairnet. So while I'm driving, I'm going to be getting my hands under the wig to find where I put those pins. And I'm just pulling my U-pins out. And remember, we don't have very many of these in, so it shouldn't take that long to get them out. Okay, so, and now I have those bottom pins out, so I'm getting my hand under, and I'm kind of spidering it up my head. And as I'm spidering it, those wig pins are just coming loose and sticking out the top. So I do recommend you do this at a stoplight or a stop sign. You get those pins out, so they're just gonna pop up through. Put this on front to back. It doesn't have to be on straight. Throw a net over it. And put it in the box. Let's roll. Okay, so we just got out of the car. She's in her box, on her head, netted. Please try not to be jealous of my beauty right now. You know it's gonna be hard. This should be netted, so let's not worry about that too much. But let's see how the overall style. Okay, so she's a little frizzy. Nothing too bad. All you would really need to do is add either a little hairspray, or if it already has a lot of product buildup, you're going to do your 91% alcohol, which I've talked about in other videos. In general, she is not destroyed. I'm going to fix this up a little bit, and then let's see what happens when Cole gets her hands on it. Okay, so you can already see she's having problems hiding her hairline. One, because her wig prep is bad, and two, because the bobby pins aren't securing the wig properly. So what's happening is this is pulling up. It's not staying secure down as far as it needs to. You can also see where she inserted bobby pins in the back. And turn. And then she's got some here as well. It's just not very flush with her skin. Perfect. Okay, great. That's magical. Okay, the wig is back on as you regain your dignity. So we're back in the car, and
So Cole actually used to do this herself. So this is from her own personal experience. And this is how many of you perhaps and your performers are taking off the wig. We're not going to drive because this is way too dangerous. Go for it, Cole.
Ooh. So let's see how she held up after the second one. Not doing so hot. And that's only after one party. So we still have bobby pins in this, right? Remember when all those style pins, when I was taking, not style pins, the U pins were just kind of popping up like daisies? Now we have to take these bobby pins out. So when we're taking these bobby pins out, you end up pulling the hair a lot of the time. The other bad thing about the bobby pins is now my performer or whoever doesn't know if this bobby pin is holding this curl or if we put it in to keep it on our head. So then what ends up happening, and I've had clients contact me about this, they start taking out style pins that aren't bobby pins. It looks like we got the bobby pins out that Cole put in, and there's also a ton of them. We used, I think, 6 U pins. That was what, 15 bobby pins?
Something like that.
Something like 15 bobby pins, and it still fell off her head. To conclude, our main culprits that are ruining your wigs are poor wig prep, bobby pins, I'd say that's the biggest of the 3, instead of U pins, and taking it off without a wig head and a box to put it in when you travel. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you learned something. Please, please, please don't use bobby pins to secure your wig. And we'll see you next time on